Hey guys, I'm about to take off my makeup, but I thought before I did, I would come on here and give some recommendations for the Sephora sale, which is going on right now for anybody that is at the VIB Rouge level. And then I think it starts for everybody else on the 15th. So I have a blog post or several blog posts about recommendations for the sale that I will link here. But I have some new items that I would like to add to those suggestions. So here we go. And I will say you have to forgive me because I am filming this on my phone. The only light I have in here is my makeup light, and I do not have a tripod with me. I do not have an external microphone, so we are just relying on my good old cell phone to do the job. So hopefully it will be bearable. So these are just some things that I have just started using over the last year since the last time I did a sale recommendation, and I wanted to add them to what I've already suggested. The first item is skincare. This is the Sunday Riley A+ High Dose Retinoid Serum. So if you're somebody that has a hard time using retin products like Retin A or Retinoid or whatever, and it makes you peel, I do use the Luna oil by Sunday Riley, and I love that, but it's a lower grade of retinol than this is. And so this is a little more potent. So I do use this a couple of times a week, and I sort of trade it off with the Luna oil, and I really like that. And I can tolerate that pretty well without my skin peeling, and I have fairly sensitive skin. So it's a good indicator to you that it's tolerable. The other item that I use a lot that I love is the Paula's Choice 2% BHA liquid exfoliant, and it is a glycolic acid exfoliant, so it's just a great thing to put on every few nights to help your skin exfoliate. So it's not a manual exfoliant, it's a chemical exfoliant, so it's easier for somebody that has sensitive skin. Like, I don't do well with a scrub or anything like that, so the chemical exfoliant works a lot better for me. Okay, so let's talk makeup recommendations. I still stand by all of my previous recommendations. They're all products that I still love and use, but I've added a few things over the last year that I just wanted to recommend as well. First up, I've had this for a couple of years, but I've really just started using it more of the last year, and it's the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Perfect Glow Flawless Foundation. So I do not have flawless skin by any means, but it does a good job. I actually have this on today. So it's a very nice foundation. I think it works for all skin types, whether you're dry or oily or what have you. I think it works very well. Of course, if you're oily, you do need to set it with a powder to help you stay nice and shine free. But it's just a really nice foundation, and you can buy, this is actually a small bottle. They have small bottles and they have large bottles, and I have so many different foundations that it takes me a while to go through a foundation because I just switch around so much. So the smaller size bottle is actually perfect, and it's great for travel. Okay, the next two items are powder products, and I'm a dry person, so I don't use a ton of powder products on my face, but these are two things that I do really love. The first is the Givenchy Prisme Libre powder in the shade Voile Rose, and I'm sure I'm butchering that because I don't speak French, but basically it's a radiance loose powder, and it's in a pink shade. So for me, it's the perfect shade. It comes in, I think, 5 different shades, so you just go based off of your skin tone. But this actually works really nicely for me. It's very finely milled, and I just use the teeniest bit, really just around my chin here, around my nose, and just right in the very corners of my eyes. And I just use a little triangle shaped puff to get in there really easily. I don't put it out here where fine lines are, but it is nice to put it there. So I've really enjoyed that. I also put it right between my eyes because I tend to be really shiny there. So it's a nice powder for that. The next item is this beautiful compact. Isn't it so pretty? It's that beautiful like Tiffany blue. This is the Gucci bronzer. This is shade 2. I think it comes in 5 shades. I can't remember off the top of my head, but this is the best shade for me. This is just a really beautiful bronzer. I love the color of this bronzer for my skin tone. I am somebody that I do better with a bronzer that is more brownish or red undertoned than an orangey bronzer because I am fair. I do not really tan. I burn and then I peel and then I'm pale again. So really a bronzer that looks a little more like a little bit of a sunburn looks better on me, and this kind of has that look. And actually I have it on today. It's very light, you know, but I do like it, and it's a beautiful product. It's expensive, and so the sale is a great time to get it. All right, 2 more face products for you. This one is the NARS Laguna Cream Bronzer, and this is in their shade 2, which is the original shade, and I know it looks really, really dark for me, but I definitely sheer it out on the back of my hand before I put it on my face. But this formula is beautiful. It smells really good. It has like a little bit of a coconutty, beachy scent, which is really nice. It's not overwhelming though by any means, but it's a really beautiful cream bronzer, and I really like using cream products the older I get because I think they're just more forgiving, especially if you have drier skin or you have fine lines or wrinkles. They're just easier to work with, and I think they just set a lot prettier on your face. So anyhow, I do like that. One other product for your face that is ridiculously expensive. I did buy this on sale a couple years ago and it lasts forever. This is the Tom Ford highlighter in the shade Mood Light. And you can see it's got 2 colors there, kind of the whiter one and then like the champagne color. I use the whiter one more, and actually I have it on today. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's very subtle. But that's one thing I like about this highlighter, is that it's very subtle. You really can't overdo it. I think older people, this is a great option for you because you're not going to look like a disco ball. You're not going to look like a glazed donut. It's just going to be a nice, like, subtle radiance. So I know it's expensive, but the sale is a good time to get it. And you do get a lot of product in here. I was trying to say it's 12 grams of product, so that's a good amount. It'll last you forever because it doesn't take a lot, and it sits beautifully on your skin and just sort of gives you that really subtle sheen that doesn't look too much. Okay, next up we've got some fun eye products. I'm mainly suggesting these, well, for 2 reasons. One, they're beautiful. I think if you're somebody that enjoys doing eye makeup, you'll love these. The colors are beautiful, they apply beautifully. They're super easy to work with. The packaging is gorgeous. They are expensive, so that is why I'm suggesting them during the sale. The first one is the Patrick Ta for Eyes palette, and it's the edition number 1, which is more of like the bronzy colors. And so I'll try to get it on here so you can see. So these are bronzy colors. So these top 2 colors are cream products that you can put down first to use as like a base or primer, and then the others, you see the row to my right, your left, is all matte colors, and then on the opposite side are the shimmer colors that sort of complement them, and you can mix and match them any way you want. They're just so beautiful, so easy to apply, and I think that they're flattering colors on pretty much anybody. So that is the first edition, and then the second edition is the number 2 palette, the Major Dimension 2 palette, and these are more of the burgundy sort of rosy tones. And again, it has the 2 cream products at the top, and then 1 row of full matte, and the other side are shimmer. And this is actually the palette I have on my eyes today, and I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it's just really beautiful, easy to work with. So many beautiful colors to choose from. Honestly, if you had these 2 palettes, you really wouldn't need anything else. They are very weighty cases, so I don't know if I would say they're the best for travel as far as being lightweight, but they are beautiful and they kind of have everything you need. I highly recommend them. Next up is this eyeliner duo that I'm wearing today. This is by Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Mesmerizing Maroon. It has a dark matte, like burgundy maroon color on one end, and then on the other end is kind of a shimmery rosy bronze color. It's really beautiful. I use the matte burgundy a lot more than I use the other, but I do have both shades on today. It stays really well in your waterline if you are somebody that tight lines your upper lash line. It's a really beautiful formula. I wish they would sell these separately so you didn't have to buy the duo, because I use this a lot more, but it's a beautiful eyeliner and I highly recommend it. Next up is this beautiful eyebrow pencil from Charlotte Tilbury. It comes in this really beautiful packaging. It has the shade on one end and then there's a little spoolie brush on the other end. But the great thing about this is you buy it for full price once, which includes the case and everything. I think it's $25 or $27. And then when your product runs out, you don't have to buy the entire thing again. You just buy the little refill up here for $15. So it's a lot cheaper when you go to buy your refill and it's less wasteful. So I really like that. It's a great product. I have it on my brows today. This is in the blonde shade, I believe. Yeah, this is in blonde, light blonde. But they have a great shade range, I think maybe 10 shades. So kind of something for everybody. And it's a really great product. So for anybody that knows me, you will know that the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara has been my go-to mascara for many, many, many years. I can't even tell you how many tubes of it I have purchased. I actually prefer the travel size tubes because I think it's just so much easier to get in really close on your lashes with the smaller wand. But I'm sold on the large one for now, because now Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara comes in a dark brown shade. And if you are somebody that has blonde hair or gray hair or like a really light sandy brown hair, I think brown mascara is just more flattering. Also, if you're somebody that you don't wear a lot of makeup and you want something that looks a little less harsh, I think brown mascara is the way to go. And so now they offer this. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And I think the shade name is Chocolate, if I'm not mistaken. But anyhow, it is in this brown tube. And go get yourself some because it's amazing. Okay, on to lip products. So I really don't have any new suggestions for lip liners. I'm just sticking with the recommendations I gave in previous years, but I do have some new lip products to talk to you about. First up is this makeup by Mario. It is called the Mesmerizing Plumping Lip Serum, and this is the shade Bare Glow. I'm wearing it today on top of another product I'm about to tell you about, but I have this in several shades. It's one of those products that it sort of clicks up as you use it, and so you can't retract it. That's the one negative, but it is beautiful. It's like you just kind of dab it on your lips and rub them together, and it is a beautiful, like, plumping lip gloss. It doesn't have any sort of tingle to it or anything. I think it just makes your lips look fuller. I don't know if it's really a plumping effect, but it's really beautiful. It's comfortable on your lips. It is a little bit sticky, but not like a sticky lip gloss. It's more of like maybe more like a balm, but it's a great product. It comes in a lot of shades and nice product. Next up, and this is what I'm wearing underneath that today. This is the Pat McGrath Nude Venus Lip Fetish Divinal Lip Shine. What a name. But it does have a fun package, and this is the shade I'm wearing today. It's called Nude Venus, and it's just kind of that perfect nude peachy pink color, which is probably my absolute favorite lipstick color. Probably 80% of my lipsticks are that color. But yeah, it's a really pretty packaging. It's a great time to buy this during the sale, but I will say if you buy Pat McGrath products regularly, I highly suggest you go to her website and sign up for her newsletter, because she does great sales that she'll have 30% off and free shipping on a regular basis. So really, I tell people you're better off buying from the Pat McGrath website, but I did want to mention this because you can buy it on sale right now. All right, the final lip product is this lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. This is in the shade In Love with Olivia. It's a beautiful kind of peachy pink shade again. This one is a little more peachy than pink. There's another shade that I wear called Dance Floor Princess that is more pink than peach. But those two are my favorite two shades of her lipstick, and these are a cream formula, so they're not matte, but they're not super shiny either. They're kind of just the perfect, like, swipe it on when you don't have a mirror handy kind of lipstick. I really like that. Okay, so that was everything I have to recommend new for you guys this year that wasn't in my previous recommendations. But I am going to point out a couple of Sephora products really quick, because Sephora products are on sale 30% off for everyone. It doesn't matter what tier you are in the Insider program. So these are probably the most frequently purchased items that I buy that are Sephora branded. First up is their daily makeup brush cleaner. This is a brush cleaner that you can use when you're switching between colors on your eyeshadow brushes. So you can just spray this on like a paper towel, wipe your brush on it, it'll take the color off, and then it will dry within 30 seconds. So that's a great product to have. Next up is their Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer, and this concealer is really great. Honestly, I use it as much, if not more, than I use my Armani Luminous Silk Concealer, but it's a beautiful concealer. They have a ton of shades to choose from. This I think is in shade 9, but sometimes I also wear 10.5. So super easy to find a shade that will work for you, and it's a great price, especially at 30% off. Next up is their eyebrow pencil, their slim eyebrow pencil. This is waterproof, which is nice. It does have a spoolie on one end, which is nice. So I'll show you that real quick. So just a little fine spoolie that you can use to brush through your brows. But they have a great shade range. Their blonde is a really nice color. So when I'm not using the Charlotte Tilbury, I'm usually using this. So very nice. And then finally, they have some cream lipsticks that are really nice at Sephora. And I think these are like $6 or $7 if I'm remembering correctly. This is in the shade Virgo, which actually is sold out, and it's because it's the most amazing color. But yeah, it's really beautiful. These cream formulas are really nice. They also have them in matte as well, but I don't really wear matte lipsticks. They're just not flattering to me at all, but and not comfortable either. But their cream lipsticks are really great, especially when you can get them 30% off. And to me, it's a good alternative to drugstore lipstick, just because you can go in Sephora and you can actually swatch them on your arm and have a better idea of what the shade is going to look like. So there's less chance of you getting it home and putting it on and thinking, oh my gosh, this is a terrible color for me, and then you're just kind of stuck with it. So anyhow, I hope that these recommendations were helpful to you. Let me know what you plan to buy in the sale this year. I have my eye on a couple of things. I'll let you know when I end up purchasing. Really, I've just got some skincare things that I need to restock, and then I've just got 2 or 3 small things that I'm going to purchase just because I've done a lot of makeup shopping over the last couple of months. So I need to put the brakes on for now. But anyhow, hope this was helpful, and I will see you again soon.